Episode 1 of Reacher Season 3 starts with us in Abbotsville, Maine. Reacher arrives at a local record store to sell his vinyl. However, he's immediately distracted when a man is kidnapped in broad daylight. Reacher manages to save the kid, bundling him in the van to leave. Reacher's instincts kick in, and he winds up shooting a cop as they arrive on the scene. He thought he was pulling the gun. Then they run away from the scene. This kid's name is Richard Beck, and right now, Reacher works to try and evade the campus police by decreasing his bus speed. The police car suddenly collides with the other cars. He switches cars and tells the kid to beat it, but Richie won't leave so easy. He said, maybe there are other kidnapper after that. Reacher told him that I've to go because I'm Drifter who used the unlicensed gun to shoot the cop. I'm not taking any chance. He removed the all fingerprints from his own vehicle. Apparently, this isn't the first time he's been kidnapped, and with a rich father, he seems like an easy target. Apparently, Richie's father is just a rug importer with generational wealth, but it's enough to pique Reacher's interest. And Kid said, my father has a lot of money. My father will pay you because you saved his son's life. He agrees to take the kid home. With a lot of security at the gates, including head of security Chapman Duke and a hot-headed slab of muscle called Paulie, Reacher suspects there's more than meets the eye here. Reacher said, here's a lot of security for a rug merchant. Kid said he's rich. It doesn't take long for him to meet Zachary Beck, Richard's father. His gun's pinned up on the wall and visibly flaunts his wealth. Reacher, meanwhile, immediately throws shade at Richard's security detail. Reacher told him that the guy you hired for the security of your son is useless. It doesn't take long for Zachary to run Reacher's prints, and he proceeds to rattle off his impressive resume. Zachary asked, what makes you good at threat assessment? Reacher told him I was in the Army. Basically, Zachary has trust issue, so Reacher catch up the glass strongly and prints his fingerprints on the glass to investigate and resolve the issue of trust. Turns out Paulie doesn't take too kindly to Army officers, and we soon learn why. They've got some detail about Reacher by his fingerprints. Nobody seems to know who Reacher is, but Zachary wants to hire him because he's a one-man shortage. Given these guys know what Reacher has done, he doesn't really have much of a choice. Beck Zachary decide to test him with a game of Russian roulette. And while Reacher believes the one bullet in the chamber is a dud, turns out it's actually genuine. He passed the test that was dangerous, leads to death. Although Reacher makes the team, he's locked down until the morning because has no trust on him, but Beck Zachary has. And as it turns out, this was all part of the plan. He takes a phone from the sole of his shoe and rings Susan Duffy and lets her know that he's in. Reacher was waiting someone sitting on a roadside, but he missed him. Then Reacher called the Powell to provide him a license plate. We then cut back several days. Someone knocks at the door. Reacher feels some suspicious and ran away from the window, where Reacher is staking out Quinn, and it doesn't take long for the cops to catch up. Specifically, Susan Duffy. She's a federal agent, and they asked multiple questions from Reacher about his home address and alias. Reacher said, you're just wasting my time. What do you want from me? She knows what he's up to and wants his help, specifically to investigate a rug importer business called Bizarre Bazaar. Duffy told him that several weeks back, a high-level LA-based drug dealer flew to Maine for a meeting with the owner of Bizarre Bazaar. Major drug runner don't travel 3,000 miles to buy carpet. So we think that the owner of Bizarre Bazaar is his supplier. So he's responsible to transfer this poison in the United States. The problem is that we've no information about him. The license plate you ran was screwed to the car that brought the Carpet King to that meeting. So we flagged the number in our system, so Powell tripped our alarm when he locked it up for you. Why are you checking the plate? Maybe driver hit my car and ran off. Did he hit your car and ran off? Are you sure? I don't own a car. Elliot showed him the picture of dealer. Then Reacher refused to recognize them. Duffy speaks that we know you saw someone in the car, and now you're looking for them. Who is it? Powell also told us you're some kind of Army super cop. That's why we came to you for help. Reacher wants something in return, though. He wants Lieutenant Colonel Francis Quinn. He wants the hospital record around Linton, Virginia, just after March 13th, 2012. This record belongs to an Asian American man, which was injured by gunshot wound to the head. He wants Quinn. When you find something, then call me. Then we can talk. With the deal in place, Duffy reveals that Quinn is still alive and was saved after falling off a cliff. Then Duffy asked, why are you so much interested in that guy? Reacher told him that he's a military intelligence and sell the secrets or army to the hostile nations to pick up extra cash. Who threw him off the cliff? Maybe unsatisfied customer. Find someone who helps him to run away. Duffy asked him, did you see Quinn in Beck's car with the initial pictures shown to him earlier on and want to find him? That explains why he's agreed to see the feds again and work with them on this operation to help each other. It turns out Duffy has struggled to nail both the dealer or Beck, and so she turned toward an informant by the name of Teresa Daniels to help. Teresa managed to get a job working at Beck's warehouse, but she's gone dark and disappeared. A week back, she's just fallen off the radar. And while Bazaar claims she never showed up at work, Duffy is concerned that she may have been killed. She also used to wear huge earrings, which could be a factor later on. Why are you showing me this? Because you need to know what she looks like. Why put you inside the Beck's operation to find her? Reacher said, I hate to break it to you, because if Teresa is kidnapped by someone and associated with Quinn, then you're too late. Now you are on board to find both of them. I have a plan. 5 years ago, Beck's son was kidnapped in America. To kidnap his son could be a turf war. Now, Reacher and the gang concoct a fake kidnapping in order for Reacher to swoop in and save the day. The cop he shot at the start of the episode happens to be one of the officers undercover. It's all a ploy to get Reacher through the door. They, the whole gang, make the possible arrangement to kidnap Beck's son and enter to their house without any trouble. It's genius work to get in, grab some drugs from the evidence, plant in his car, and say he was buying drugs from Central American dealer. Then it becomes a narco-terrorism case. You can hold him as long as you want. Duffy was agreed. Elliot wants to a fake bodyguard to kidnap Beck's son and fix it. They play a funny game with Elliot. How does it look like when he'll be shoot? Reacher and Duffy reach the place where they want to play this drama to kidnap him. In fact, Reacher is the one who suggests using live ammo, while the campus police are a genuine element in all of this. They arranged all vehicles which Reacher will use during whole incident and for communication and contact with Duffy. She arranged the boot with secret room inside the soul to hide phone, which is directly linked with satellite. We then cut back to the present. Reacher marked his gun earlier on, so playing Russian roulette wasn't so bad, given he was always in control. Meanwhile, Duffy has John Cooper, one of the security guards, in for questioning, but he's tight-lipped and not saying anything. As for Reacher, he finds a hidden cellar, and he's waiting for everyone to sleep. That night, at 3 a.m., he sneaks out to investigate. Checking inside, Reacher finds an unmade bed, half-eaten food, and, more concerning, a hoop earring. Where is Teresa? Reacher rings Duffy and said she was. Subscribe this channel for World Wide Web series.